Want to make 5, 6, or even 7 figures? All these get-rich-quick systems seem too good to be true? Well, they are. Let's take a look. Hi, I'm Joe, and this is the Rosetta Stone of Business, where we help business owners crack the code to success. If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Also, please comment any videos you'd like to see me do in this video series. Over the last decade, I have worked with dozens of businesses in many facets, from consulting, marketing, managing, and accounting. I hope to bridge the gap of information and help businesses thrive. Now, I'm sure you've all been bombarded with video ads on how to sell on Amazon, flip houses, or how both of those don't work, and someone will tell you what will. Then you know it seems too good to be true, and they are. I'm not saying you can't make huge profits. I'm just saying that all these people that make millions trying and failing until they succeed, trying to tell you they can save you time in the mistakes they made, well, they can't consider all the mistakes you will make trying to follow their easy steps. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, though. There is one great thing about a system that will accelerate anything you do, and that is a system itself. Saying you want to contact leads or make content is good, but having a system in place that keeps you consistently productive and allows you to track your success in a meaningful way is even better. Saying something doesn't work when you barely put the time in doesn't mean anything. Maybe you've put in countless hours deciding your business's name, crafting your letterhead, but if you've barely contacted leads or created content, then the only reason whatsoever you have set out to do will inevitably fail is again because of not doing those key things that will let you say if something works or not. Systems will usually say on average you need to make 50 calls a day, and from that you can expect 2 clients. That number is not just the 50 calls that you make that first day, but averaging 50 calls a day for a month. Maybe day 1 through 5 you make 50 calls and get nowhere, but after you get comfortable, by the 3rd week you may be getting 5 to 10 clients a day. The second reason systems work is because once someone has done it, it no longer seems impossible. Let's use skateboarding as an example. No one thought that someone could ride through a 360-degree loop. It was impossible. No one had ever even tried it. Then one day, Tony Hawk pulls it off, and that year 7 people competed to do the loop and 2 pulled it off. Something that was impossible is now possible. The bad thing about viral success is that just because you have the recipe doesn't mean you'll get the same results. The more a market is saturated, the more the free market weeds out the underperforming and the top rake in the big bucks. In business, there is always going to be failures on your way to success. Sometimes with a system, it is easier knowing you will need to fail 90 times to have one success, and as you see that improve or sometimes get worse, if you believe in the system you are using, the numbers will add up. If you believe that it isn't working before you even given it the time it would take to succeed, then success becomes impossible. The last point of a system to consider is that if it is something you want to do and you are willing to put in the time into learning about how to do something and take the time to do it, you can only accelerate that time it takes to start seeing results by investing in what you want to do. This will all depend on your skill set, your current financial situation, the time you have to put in, and what the system can really offer. If you have experience and a good understanding of the principles of business and can see how you can work a niche and what it will take to work it, then the only value you may get from the system is forms, documents that the system provides. More often than not, a little time on Google can save you thousands on masterclass systems that may or not have the answers you need. If you want to skip the systems, start making your own list. What forms will you need? What software? How will you keep records for taxes? How will you protect yourself from risk? What is the measure of success, and how many leads will you need to follow or gizmos will you need to list to get the results you want? Or know if you need to go back to the drawing board? If you can answer these questions, the best thing to do is get started. Systems can be right for a lot of people and wrong for even more. Like I said, everyone is different, and cookie cutter solutions rarely work in the real world. Another alternative to accelerating what you are trying to do is mentors. Someone with the experience that can be hands-on helping you tackle the specific challenges you are facing. Now, of course, that can have its own pros and cons. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Rosetta Stone for Business. If so, like or subscribe, leave your questions down below. Click here to see the pros and cons of mentors or check out one of my other videos to help you unlock the key to your business's success.